Hey guys, I'm gonna make a video instead of an article today, or might make both, probably both. Anyway, this is a video about me applying systems thinking to the origin of the universe. It was just proof of concept kind of thing. I just wanted to try to look at that through that kind of lens because I'm familiar with how to think that way now. It's called systems thinking. Uh, I have a couple articles about it and things like that. But anyway, when I think about something new, I wipe clean. I try to wipe clean what I think I know about it, unless I specifically know for sure something's true or something's not. I'm just gonna forget. I try to look at it through like I've never seen it before. Another thing I do that I don't know when I started doing it, but I started to strip things when I wanted to understand something better or see it for how it really was. I stripped the name from it, and it was when I was sitting out in the forest one day, and was looking at a tree, and I tried to whatever reason I just took tree away from that, and I just realized that tree was just the sound that I was making to describe what that is. Tree is not what that is. It's the sound I'm using to describe what that is. I was also stoned. But anyway, the result of that was me able to look at something and observe it. It forced me to observe it for what it was and not have the preconceived ideas due to the definition of the word I was using. So that's what I did here. For example, I didn't call the universe. I left it nameless, and I started to think about it in my head as an expanding sphere of three-dimensional space and one dimension of time. Made it simple. That's what I knew it was. Because when I think of the universe, I think of space. The area, not exactly the fundamental laws about it, which there are in constants and things like that. But those laws actually have to do with matter and energy itself, which is different than the universe, quote, which I'm defining now as simply the sphere of expanding three-dimensional space. Some of those constants don't apply exactly to that. So I'm trying to kind of look at things for how they are, and the universe, the definition of universe is it's kind of outdated in my opinion, since we have all these. It used to be that was it. The universe was the whole thing and nothing was outside, but now we have ideas of the multiverse, so it's kind of either we have to start calling things differently or just the definition of the word universe. Anyway, I also had a lot of new data in my brain to work with. I'd been reading a lot about topology for about a month now, which gave me additional tools to think about this kind of thing. If you were curious about what topology is, and manifolds and multi-dimensional spaces and really cool math, kind of peeking under the hood of the universe and how it's structured, I would kind of say it's been really fun. Just Google topological space or set theory, which is the mathematics behind it, and just start browsing Wikipedia. That's what I do. With that in mind, I thought about the Big Bang and I started browsing Wikipedia articles, the universe, events, components, everything surrounding it. And after surfing through articles about the Big Bang, I thought about the universe, and I was like, I came across certain things that led me to believe, what if our universe is just fundamentally broken? We used to. I posted something about this earlier by kind of assuming things in the past were destined to be that way or destined to occur that way, or the way that we're living now and the way things are now is kind of destined to be the way they are, but it's not, and it doesn't apply to world history, and it doesn't apply to the universe. I don't think. So I think it's just broken, and it is broken, but we don't view it as broken because we, through that lens of destiny, I suppose, we think that it's supposed to be broken. And I'll talk to you about the reasons why it's broken. I'll share with you that there are, I think, 3 or 4 main things on a fundamental level about the universe that are broken. But we assume that it's kind of destiny to be that way, or supposed to be that way. But it's clearly broken, and when it's broken, things are broken. They're not supposed to be broken. That's the definition of being broken, isn't it? So let's see, where am I? And there's a paradox there, as far as like past events and things that are destined to be. Like, we view events in the present, like you knocking over your coffee, as not destined to occur, because if only you were paying closer attention, that wouldn't have happened. Yet we look at the past at some unconscious level as in those events were destined to occur. The paradox being that the present moment eventually becomes the past, so it must follow that if events that occur in the present were not destined to occur, past events weren't destined to occur either. So that was my logic on that. It allowed me to look at things in a different way. In this video, I'll share with you, like I said, 3 things, I'm reading from a little paper here, that are fundamentally broken about the universe, or to be more specific, not the universe, like I said, the expanding 3-dimensional space, but these fundamental broken things have to do with energy and matter. And I think there's only broken things with energy and matter, and not this 3-dimensional sphere that this matter and energy is calling home now after the Big Bang, or after it created this 3-dimensional sphere for itself. I think it's only with energy and matter that these fundamental things are broken with, because something's wrong, and I think I have an idea of why those things are broken, maybe. And I'm going to explain that. So, let's get started. I'm going to make another video, video number 2, where I'm going to get started with what I think is fundamentally broken. So stay tuned if you're interested in what I have to say, or what I figured out by applying systems thinking and viewing things as an interconnected system of dependencies and feedback loops and things like that. Watch my second video and tell me what you think. I think I have some fun ideas, at least. It's pretty creative, and I haven't really heard anyone else share ideas like this. So check it out.